Hello, everyone. It's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 259. Today, I want to talk about challenges and some of the things we can do about facing those challenges we all face. I also want to explain that who I am. A lot of people say, "Hey, I don't know much about you." So, Notes of a Nomad means I'm a nomad. I don't have a permanent place to live. When I'm in Canada, I find a place to live like my friend's boat when he's not using it, or house sitting or pet sitting, those sort of things. And I do try and travel, and I've traveled quite extensively. And I do these videos for a couple of reasons. One is my friends often say, "Fred, where are you? Are you still alive?" So the videos, without having to answer them, they say, "Oh, he's still doing videos. Okay, he's still alive." Or family, not only current family, but future. Maybe the future descendants might say, "Hey, we had this fellow by the name of Fred Jones, and he lived from the 1940s onward into the year 2000 and something. And look at what he changed. When he grew up, there was no television, etc. And look at his life and look what he was thinking about. And even historians will find it very helpful to have people recording this sort of stuff for them. So that's why I do the videos. So let me talk about challenges and why this was prompted. It really was prompted by Mr. Donald Trump, who is apparently about to put tariffs on Canada. And I've been listening to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation and some of the discussions there. And, of course, they're going to try and talk to him and be diplomatic discussions and say, is it really, it's not going to help in this area or that. But if it does happen, then they might have to put their own tariffs on, etc. But that's not positive. But some of the long-term things is looking for the exports like the timber and the automotive parts and some other industries that we have in Canada that are going to be impacted, where we could export to other parts of the world, more to Asia, Europe, South America. And that's a good thing. Rather than relying on, oh, it's easy just to sell across the border to a big brother United States. And also diversify into other areas, maybe high tech and new infrastructure in Canada, new markets. So that's the sort of thing that I've heard some great discussions. So that's where it comes, every cloud has a silver lining. And that is probably what can happen, even though we say, oh, no, tariffs. Now, what about other things in the world? Things are getting more expensive. And so what can we do? Well, going through things you never thought you'd go through will only take places you never thought you'd get to. Now, that's a great quote from Morgan Harbor Nichols. Because let's say, what about groceries are expensive? Well, what about cooking from home? Well, maybe cooking isn't fun, but I have a good friend and she promotes home cooking from home. She's written a book about it and why it can be fun and it can be healthy and why it can be easy, etc. And it can be. And you say, wow, that's amazing. I'm saving money, I'm more healthier, and I'm having fun because I feel it's an accomplishment. Or what about growing your own food? I know people have gardens and they grow a lot of food. That can save money. But maybe you're like me and you wouldn't know how to grow anything. But what about community gardens? I hear about people get together. They can learn how to plant and they can water and they can weed and then they can harvest. And when they get that, they share the good and you get to meet a lot of good people. So those are the sort of things that can be done, that we can get together and face those challenges of life being expensive. And that said, there are side hustles. I remember I was coming back from a trip. I was on a plane and the lady was telling me about her business. Online, she was selling her photographs and her photographs were of the letters of the alphabet. Things she had found. Maybe there was some driftwood or some natural things of pictures of the A, B, C, D. So she would say, hey, Fred, here's a nice photograph you put on the wall. It's the letter F and it's beautiful. And that's how she was making money. So we all have sort of skills and things that we can do. And that's another way of maybe earning money. So those are the things that I wanted to discuss, the challenges and what we can do about it. So with that, I want to say adios, au revoir. Wish you, your family, and friends lots of love and laughter. And hopefully, you can work together and see how we can solve some of the challenges we're facing in the world. So, bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad.